Yellow, it's Briggs here, and like always, welcome to All Day Anime, and today I will be answering the question, should you watch the 7 Deadly Sins, otherwise known as Nanatsu No Taizai. I would describe the 7 Deadly Sins as an extremely enjoyable series to say the least. The show follows the story of the 7 Deadly Sins, who were once an active group of knights in the region of Britannia, who disbanded after they supposedly plotted to overthrow the kingdom of Leones. Their supposed defeat came at the hands of the Holy Knights, but rumors continued to persist that they were still alive. 10 years later, the Holy Knights staged a coup d'etat and captured the king, becoming the new tyrannical rulers of the kingdom. The third princess, Elizabeth, then starts out on a journey to find the 7 Deadly Sins and enlists their help in taking back the kingdom. The majority of the first season feels like an adventure trying to track down one sin after another, filled with awesome battles along the way. I would have to say the strengths of this anime lie in its action, comedy, and most of all its characters. I haven't seen such a large group of truly lovable characters in a long time. Like, I find it very difficult to pick my favorites because I like them all so much and all in different ways. Whether they are just hanging out at Meliodas' bar, trying to track down the next member of the 7 Deadly Sins, or in the middle of a battle with a Holy Knight, I always care about what is happening because I care about each and every character. And then on top of that, I find the show to be hilarious and the fight scenes are extremely badass. The only negatives that I could think of are that some people find Elizabeth to be annoying as she's mainly a damsel in distress at the beginning. But at the same time, she's kind of the central driving force of what got the series going. She left in search of help. So that's kind of her role. And it's funny, she goes from being weak and worthless to completely OP later on. Another personal complaint of mine is Meliodas constantly groping Elizabeth and her not even getting upset. Like, I found it funny in the beginning, especially when Hawk is snapping about it, but for me, it got stale real quick. Anime is the only medium that would use basically molesting Elizabeth as a form of foreshadowing. Hint, she describes the feeling as being nostalgic. I'll just leave it at that. And the last thing I want to discuss is the world of the 7 Deadly Sins, which I find incredibly interesting, and that's probably why I've made like 15 videos on the series. The world consists of many different races such as giants, demons, humans, goddesses, fairies, beastmen, vampires, and so on. Each race with its own strengths and weaknesses, which I find just add to the greatness that is the 7 Deadly Sins. But anyway, the 7 Deadly Sins is a funny, action-packed, diverse blast of fun, and that is why I recommend the series as a must-watch. Oh, and if you're one of my subscribers, you have probably already watched the first season, in which case I recommend it as a must-read. And you can continue from chapter 100 and see the end of the battle with Hendrickson, because the only real difference between the anime and the manga is what happens directly after the fight with Hendrickson. It's nothing big, but it flows a little better into the next arc. But anyway, that is the end of this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash that like button to let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to never miss a video. And just like that, I will see you guys all next time, dudes. Shin Paku.